If you like our videos, please like and subscribe, because then he can eat even more this month. Isn't that right, Jamie?
Alrighty. We are back. Episode 6 of House of the Dragon. This is going to be wild. This is going to be a fucking wild episode, I can already tell. 10 years. 10-year time jump. So we get all of our actor changes now. We get aged up versions of the, kids. So we get to see Aegon, the rival for the throne, which is going to be wild. And, if I'm not mistaken, we are going to see a very, very interesting storyline, or 2 or 3 possibly, that play out from the books that really set up this this war coming here, the Dance of the Dragons. Specifically, the second-born son of Alicent. He's gonna have a wild time in this episode. If they're doing it in this episode, anyways, because he has this whole thing about how he gets his dragon in the books, and we are about to see some fucked up shit, and I'm excited. So, without further ado, let's just get right into it. Honestly. Oh, that's Rhaenyra, isn't it? That's the new Rhaenyra.
And push.
In labor, oh shit.
And again.
Not even gonna lie.
A boy, princess.
That's some impressive acting. Just 5 seconds, fucking 10 seconds in. She's good. She's fucking good. Oh, and the joy on her face, too. Oh my god.
The Queen has requested that the child be brought to her.
What the fuck, dude?
Why?
Immediately. Like that. God damn. Wait, that's Laenor?
Yes.
Holy shit.
Where are you going?
He aged up a
She
lot.
wants to see him.
Now? I'm coming with you.
I should hope so.
Let me take him.
I shall get no such satisfaction from you.
Just take my arm at the least.
Man, wow, they cast really well.
Was it terribly painful?
Oh my god.
Yeah, no shit, dude.
May be of any service.
Interesting.
The day may yet come, my lord.
What a little suck up. God, she must be in so
Here, turn
much
your back.
fucking pain.
All right?
My god.
She can come to us. All right?
This is so stupid. So fucking... Oh, Kristen!
Princess?
He cleaned up a bit, and he's still in the Kingsguard for some reason 10 years later? Why?
What happy news this morning.
Indeed, Your Grace.
Did he lose his hand?
Where is my grandson?
Also, he is looking real not good. Holy shit.
A fine prince. Well done, my girl.
I like how she looks like in fear with Alicent
the labor was
holding her
easy.
child.
I think I called the midwife a cunt.
Aww.
Do keep trying, Selena.
They're so close.
Sooner or later you may get one who looks like you.
What a bitch. I guess he got a new boy to fuck, I guess. Oh, and he's giving some looks to Laenor. That's not good. Dude, the trail of blood. God, she must be in so much pain.
Joffrey, is it?
I feel bad for Laenor. He's being, cucked here in his own family. Does he not realize that they're not his kids? Is he that fucking thick skull?
No. Back to the dragon pit for you two. Will they send out a search party?
He's got to realize, right? He can't be that dumb. A newborn dragon. Or a growing one, anyways. My god. Oh shit, it is green? That is cool. Vermax. Holy shit, that looks cool. He seems unimpressed by this whole thing. Dude, that thing is fucked. Damn. So is that, Jacaerys, I think?
We have a surprise for you.
Aegon seems a little suave. Oh, they're a bunch of assholes.
Behold, the pink dread.
Damn.
Be sure to mount her carefully. First flight's always rough.
Damn. You know, fuck. I come from a family of where, like, I have 3 younger brothers, so this shit looks so familiar to me. It's so good. Madman. You're going into the bowels of the dragon pit where they're all housed. What in the fuck is that? There's no fucking way that's Vega. Yeah, I would run too, dude. Holy shit. Even if that's not Vega, that's massive.
And 2 pairs of...
Aemond.
Aemond. Okay, that is Aemond.
After how many times you've been warned, must I have you confined to your chamber?
They made me do it.
As if you needed encouragement, your obsession with those beasts goes beyond
Oh, and
understanding.
he's obsessed with dragons. Okay.
The what?
They said they found a dragon for
Oh, okay.
Last ring has no legs at all.
me, but it was a pig.
You
The
will
girl seems
have a
obsessed with
dragon
bugs.
one day.
Weird.
He'll have to close an eye.
They're savages. And it's not surprising.
Wow, she's spinning it that way? What a bitch.
You sure it wasn't our Aegon who put them up to it?
Exactly! Exactly! You dumb...
It's a wonder to me their eggs ever hatch.
Oh my god. Wow, she hates
Why
her
is that?
so
You know
much.
why?
I'm afraid I don't.
Don't! To have one child like that is a mistake. To have 3 is an insult.
Ooh, yeah.
To the throne, to you. To House Velaryon and the match you battled so hard to make for her. Not to mention decency itself.
I had a black mare once.
What?
Black like a raven.
That's a
One day
response.
she escaped her pasture.
I mean, she's kind of
and the
right,
raving
though,
stallion
but still.
tried to fall on her.
Sometimes seems so, Your Grace.
Oh my god, are you fucking serious right now?
She flaunts the privilege of her inheritance without
Now she
shame.
just
It's
has him as,
everyone
like,
they'd
her
keep to know that
personal
she's ours more
confidant
plainly
and
see. And the king, her father.
bodyguard.
He knows.
Of course he knows.
Oh,
A
fuck
spider
off.
who stings and sucks her prey dry.
Dude.
Spoiled cunt. That was beneath me, Your Grace. I
Wow.
apologize.
Dude. What the actual fuck? You both have fallen off hard in 10
That
years.
in the end, honour and decency will prevail.
Oh my god.
Me to
What the fuck?
Whose idea was it?
He was doing a straight up fucking Homelander.
Pig. Was it your plot?
It was Jace. And... it was the 2 of them. I couldn't be sure.
Aemond is your brother.
Oh, he's a twat.
We are family.
Holy
You may cut him
shit.
about as you wish at home.
Dude, this
But
guy
in the
does not
world,
give a fuck.
We must defend our own. You are the challenge! You are the challenge, Aegon! Simply by living and breathing!
Oh my god. She is a abusive mother.
You are the king's firstborn son. And
He
what
doesn't
you
even
know
care. He doesn't
find
even
the
want
realms
this. He
in their blood
will
and in their
gladly
plans
step aside, and she's like, no.
is that one day you
War! Holy shit, that's big.
He is fucking massive!
as befits your royal station.
That's a pretty good offer.
Lys and its allies rise again.
She doesn't seem
The
impressed, though.
Triarchy has made common cause with Corem Martell of Dawn.
Oh, we're
At
bringing
any
the
moment they may turn their
Dornish into
sights
this.
north.
Wow.
Your family has dragons. 3 now, mayhaps 4 in the
Are
future.
they siding against their family? Really?
My aim is to protect Pentos from the lustful eye of the Triarchy.
Wait, what? So he doesn't
It's
care?
refreshing, isn't it? A simple transaction.
Really?
We have dragons, they have gold.
He's gone that simple. He just doesn't give a fuck. What?
We are more than this, Damon. We are not minstrels or mummers who play at the pleasure of an alien prince. We are the blood of old Valyria.
True.
We don't belong here.
Valeria is gone, we don't belong anywhere.
Fucking Damon. Good Christ.
I want my child to be born where I was born, on Driftmark, in my Lord Father's castle. I want my daughters to be raised in their homeland with
fair.
their family,
Also fair.
according to their birthright.
Also fair.
And at my end, I want to die a dragon rider's death.
And then, my lord of the straw. Let's see if you can touch me.
Excuse
You and
me.
your brother.
What? Excuse me, what? Kristen's going to face Alicent's sons, both at the same time. Man, he's whooping their ass.
I have to do better than that.
Ah,
Damn.
weapons up, boy. Give your enemies no quarter.
Eldest son against eldest son.
Yeah, this is not looking good, and Viserys knows
Hardly
that
a
this is
fair
not
match.
going
I know
to be
you've
good.
never seen true battle style, but when steel is drawn, a fair match isn't something anyone should expect.
What an asshole. Kristen has
Blades up.
turned. Jesus.
You dare put hands on me! They're gone. You forget yourself, Strong. That is the prince.
This is what you
teach, Shit. Cole. This is not going to go well.
Cruelty. For the weaker opponent.
Most men would only have that kind of devotion toward a cousin
Don't you
or a brother
fucking say it.
or a son.
Don't you. I mean, he deserves it. He deserves that shit. She still uses that same secret passage. Oh, she's explored them now, so she has a...
Ours, James Harwin!
Oh my god.
Shame on the whole of House Strike.
Because I laid my hands on that
Holy
insufferable
shit.
cold.
Lionel knows, too, that
Your intimacy
this has
with
happened,
Princess
yep.
Rhaenyra is an offense that would mean exile and death. For you, for her, for the children.
It is rumor. Only.
It's becoming not so much
Some are the
rumor.
princess's rivals.
People have eyes, boy.
I fell down.
Laenor's
Where have you been?
Oh, with
got
Carl. Did I mention it?
a new friend named Carl.
In very much pain.
Oh, he does not look enthused. He's like, oh shit.
Swells the breast.
Would you mind, Sir Carlo? I'd like
Oh.
to speak with my husband.
Christ.
Of course, princess.
Dude. Dude. Laenor, what the fuck, man?
Mad. Do you know what's happened? Well, you've been guzzling all the ale in Fleabot, and God know what besides. Our brains are haunting us, Lena. The omnipotent questions about our son's parentage.
Jesus Christ.
Vile, disgusting insinuations.
Insinuations, are they?
They are our sons.
Jesus Christ.
Yours and mine.
Way to bind yourself to a dragon. I was without one until I was 15 years old.
Wait, so she...
Now I ride Vagar.
She
The
took
Lord is
Vagar around the time of last episode? Really?
Never harder road. Bela's dragon was born to her.
Wild.
But if you wish to be a rider,
That's impressive, actually.
you must claim that right.
Well, they at least seem to be friendly with each other, which is
Laenor
more than I can
had
say for
different-
some.
Rhaenyra has delivered another son.
Oh, and they got some stuff from the
Did your brother mention if
Seven
this one
Kingdoms.
also bears a marked but entirely coincidental resemblance to the commander of the City Watch?
David!
He seems to have left that detail.
David, you fucking clever bastard.
Perhaps I too am not the wife you would have wished for yourself.
Lena.
It does not
Oh,
pain me.
wow.
I have made my peace.
She actually kind of gave a shit there. I'm kind of surprised.
You are more than the statement.
Huh.
The man I married was more than this.
Very interesting.
I've heard tell that Lord Grover's son now.
I move on, my lords.
And yet,
Lannister
the
storm
Brackens and the Blackwoods
Council?
will use any excuse to spill each other's blood.
Oh, she's speaking truth.
This dispute bears looking into. There will be country folk who know where the lines have been drawn for generations.
That is easy enough.
She's got all the good points here. Oh, and she doesn't seem pleased.
I wish to speak.
Be seated.
She's holding the table hostage for an announcement. Okay, interesting. She stays standing, of course.
The strife between our families of late, my queen.
Oh, she's addressing it. Interesting.
And for any offence given by mine, I apologise. After me, I propose we betroth him to your daughter, Helena. Ally ourselves.
That
Once
is
and for all.
actually a good proposition,
Let them
and
rule
Viserys
together.
approves. Like,
A most judicious proposition.
like, look at that. He's like, hey, this would make everyone happy.
Additionally, if Cyrax brings forth another clutch of eggs, your son, Aemond, will have his choice of them. A symbol of our
Like,
goodwill.
she's trying so hard to fix things. So fucking hard.
Claim featured sons.
The proposal is a good one, my queen. We're a family. Let us put aside these childish quarrels. Join hands and be stronger for it.
He proposes a good
May it is your wish,
idea.
husband.
Good Christ.
When I am cold in my grave.
Alice.
Jeez.
Alice and...
She has fully turned. Christ. Like, I kind of understood where she was coming from before, but now she's just gone to a whole new level.
I'm to resign my position as Hand of the King.
What?
The episode in the yard this morning, my son Harwin has disgraced himself, and every fishwife in King's Landing will soon be telling the tale.
Young Harwin's outburst was unfortunate, it's true. But he's been expelled from the City Watch. That seems punishment enough.
Oh,
Forgive
shit.
me, Your Grace, it is not. Leave to take my son from court and escort him back to the family seat at Harrenhal. He is my heir,
No. No.
and
No.
will be Lord of
No.
Harren's
Don't
Castle
do that.
the day it is time he assumed his duties there.
Oh, no.
Do it.
So he's going to leave the capital with his son to put his son in charge of Harrenhal. Alicent has heard all of this. Harrenhal is notorious for being a cursed, godforsaken ruin. Laris. Oh,
I took the liberty of
no.
beginning without you, Your Grace. It seemed a sin to let such a pie grow cold.
You did wisely,
He's such a
Lord Laris.
He's such a sly son
You
of
had
a
no
bitch,
such
too.
worry about the wine, surely.
Meat without wine is also a sin.
Oh my god.
Do you expect the king to doom his dear daughter to exile, or even...
Oh,
Tell you not now.
I like how he quiets himself the moment he hears the door creak.
It's a willful blindness.
He's trained.
The king.
What the fuck?
What a collection of heroes I have before me.
Oh no.
A murderer.
This slime
deviant.
motherfucker.
A traitor to the crown. For your crimes, you've been sentenced to death by hanging.
What do you want with us?
What the fuck? Oh no! So he's getting criminals, cutting their tongues off and having them go.
Needs to cut me off.
Oh wow.
My brave girl.
Oh no! He's gonna do exactly what Viserys did.
We couldn't lay open the wound.
Oh no!
Tried to remove the infant by way of the blade.
What? The fuck happened? Did she just straight up leave? What?
They are Dracarys.
What?
Dracarys.
Oh my god, that dragon looks so fucking old too. Oh lord.
Lena.
No. And he actually cared.
We will exchange letters by Raven. Won't that be fun?
Is Harwin strong, my father?
Oh, he's asking the hard-hitting question.
Am I a bastard?
Oh, Christ.
You are a Targaryen. That's all that matters.
Dude. Your son is going to hate himself forever. Behind him. Oh, what the fuck? They wear like little insect pins? Oh shit. No, don't do that! Don't do that! If that door busts open, that's not... Oh no. Oh, they are fucked.
Stories of Harrenhal, your grace. It's built in hubris by Harren the Black as a monument to his own greatness. Blood mixed into the mortar.
He seems so nonchalant about this, she's having a panic attack.
Cursed place. That it passes judgment and all who pass beneath its gates.
Oh my
You
god.
pass judgment.
I feel certain you will reward me.
The time is right.
That's what you get. That's what you fucking get, bitch. Oh my god. Oh my lord. Wow. Okay. A lot to unpack there. A lot. Like, Jesus Christ. Oh, I need to, like, compile my thoughts. So what did we have here? We had the beginning of the episode with the birth of Rhaenyra's third child. So she has Jacaerys. I'm blanking on the second child's name. I can't seem to remember it for whatever reason. But I know the third one's Joffrey. That's the one that was just born, Joffrey. So you have Joffrey, Jacaerys, and then the middle child, whose name escapes me. And then we also got to see that Alicent is just full queen bitch now. She does not care about anything revolving Rhaenyra whatsoever. She wants that bitch gone so that Aegon takes the throne. And yeah, she made her life a living hell. Taking her straight after childbirth, forcing her to walk all the way up to her chambers just for like a 2-minute conversation to check the child's fucking hair color, which she could have had like anyone do. Really, she specifically did that just to say, you know what, fuck you, Rhaenyra. Oh my god. And then all of them being Harwin's kids. That's yeah, I saw that shit coming. I saw that shit coming. There was no way in hell, not a goddamn chance in hell, Laenor and Rhaenyra ever did anything. Well, maybe they like fuck once a year, like maybe. But I'm assuming that Laenor was so interested in men that he just never fucking bothered. So then she had to do her thing, and it just kind of went that way. Oh my god. That causes a lot of issues. Like, her entire, like, offspring, every single one of them is a bastard. Every single fucking one. Meaning that she has no true successor that couldn't be challenged in one form or another. Like, before she had a strong claim on her own, because she's, like, sanctioned by Viserys. But none of her kids are gonna be able to ascend to the throne without there being a literal war, because every single person is like, yeah, they're bastards. We can clearly fucking see that. We're not gonna let a bastard take a throne. Like, that's just not gonna happen. I'm pretty sure at this point, too, in the Targaryen history, they hadn't gotten to the Blackfire Rebellion with all the bastards who were legitimized, and then they started a fucking civil war about that. But, like, yeah, it's not good. Not good at all. So I can see why everyone was kind of plotting and moving around shit around that. Yeah, that's rough. Then we get introduced a little later on after that, jumping around a bit, to Carl Corey. I believe his last name is Corey. Laenor's new bone boy. I guess that's an apt way to do it. He gets a little screen time in this episode. He doesn't really do much, but he looks shifty as fuck. I do not trust that man. And then Laenor saying that he comes from the from the east, from the free cities and shit like that, and he was a mercenary and stuff. Like, it's just all adding up to a not good thing. And they're changing up a lot from the book too. I can already tell you that much, because if I'm not mistaken, let me fact check this one, but I'm pretty sure Lena Valerion in the book, she actually... Okay, yeah. So, in the book, the child she had, jumping even further to Laenor, or to Lena rather, sorry, to just kind of piece things together here, her son, when it was born in the book, was actually twisted and malformed and was stillborn. Then she had a fever, and she died 3 days after the sickness. Here, She just straight up fucking roasts herself. Like, she just flat out blasts herself with Vagar. Which is fucking wild. Also, I didn't think about that because Aemond, we also get to see in this episode for the first time, and he's a little... He gives me serial killer vibes, not gonna lie. He, I'm pretty sure, eventually gets Vagar. If I'm not mistaken. A little bit of spoilers from the book. Which could only happen when Lena doesn't have Vagar, so I should have probably clued in that earlier, but that's besides the point. But with all that being said, jumping back to the original thing, they're changing up a lot from the books. Like, they are not sticking to the original tellings, per se. They're kind of switching stuff up as they need, which is kind of interesting. I'm kept on my toes a bit. So, as a little spoiler about Carl, he's actually supposed to kill Laenor in a lover's quarrel, and just like slap him around and then stab him a couple times. And it's not really explained why in the book, which I'm assuming the show is going to get a bit more into. I have a feeling Carl may still kill Laenor because it looks like they're setting that up, and he looks shifty as fuck already. But the why and the how are both very much up in the air. Like, I have no fucking clue. None. They don't elaborate at all. They just say, oh yeah, I just get stabbed in a bar. Who knows why? Moving on. Like, they just fucking glance over it, and it's like, oh yeah, Laenor Valerian's dead. So Rhaenyra's single now. Like, that's about how it goes. And it's kind of wild. But yeah, I do not trust that guy at all, and I'm very interested to see where that goes. Maybe Larys pays him off. Which, speaking of Larys, then leads into the whole Alicent kind of creating her inner circle here, which we first saw with Kristen. Like, he showed up and he was being a absolute fucking dickhead. Like, oh my god, he has gone full... He is something else right now. He is a... Ooh, boy. But he walks out, he does his whole, like, princess thing. And he's got a haircut now. He doesn't got his, like, fucking mullet-looking thing that he had before. He's got a nice cleaned up. How? Okay, you know what? Actually, that's an excellent question. How the fuck is he still on the Kingsguard? How? How the fuck does that work? He murdered a man at a royal wedding. In the view of everyone, he caved a man's skull in with his fists. Are we supposed to believe that Alicent, being the queen, was somehow able to convince Viserys that, oh, he should not be punished in any shape or fashion for murdering a random civilian in the middle of a wedding ceremony for the princess and heir? Like, he's an ineffective king and a bit of a pushover, but I didn't think he was a pussy whipped. Like, oh my god, dude. How? How the fuck does that happen? He's not even kicked out of the Kingsguard. How does that happen? You would think that maybe he would be removed from the Kingsguard, or like just give it a knight status again, or some shit like that. Like, he would get punished in some fashion. But no, he keeps his position. He keeps his fucking basically the exact same scenario that he had before, just without the sex. He's close with the queen, as opposed to the princess, which is still a regal companion, a royal companion. And the only thing that's really changed is that he got a haircut. Was that his punishment? He had to cut off his hair? Is he just like fucking Prince Charming? Like, oh, that's a bit irritating, and I'd like a bit more explanation as to why he is still in that position, and he did not get any fucking punishment at all. But aside from that, having Viserys show up to their little rendezvous with the kid at the beginning there. Oh boy. He overall in the episode is just... I honestly don't know how he's still alive, frankly. I read some behind the scenes stuff, and he's apparently supposed to be suffering from like a form of leprosy or some shit like that. I mean, I can imagine he's probably doing a lot of goddamn damage over 10 years because, A, in the episode, we don't see him unrobe once. Almost every other episode, we've seen him unrobe to see, like, the scabs, the wounds and everything. Now, he doesn't step out of the robe at all. Like, at all. He stays hidden. He is missing his right hand entirely, and you can see that. Like, it is so fucking clear that he just chopped that shit off. And, oh my god, like, I'm surprised he walked in there. I'm surprised he wasn't wheeled in at that point, because honestly, he looks like a strong wind will probably kill him. But Lord knows, this is only episode 6. He may stick around until episode 10, for God's sakes. Like, I would be shocked if he did. But considering I don't think this series is going to end with like a bit of the Dance of the Dragons, I think it's going to start the Dance of the Dragons. I think they might keep Viserys' death towards the end of the season. You know what? Now that I say that, actually, they might actually do it on episode 9. Because they love to do that with Game of Thrones, or the early seasons of Game of Thrones anyways. They would put the big season show-stopping event at season 9, and then they'd go into episode 9 of each season, so that episode 10 comes around, and then you're dealing with the aftermath of that. So they might actually have Viserys die in episode 9, and then have episode 10 be the follow-up to that, everyone moving their pieces around, and then we're set for the Dance of the Dragons. Season 2 comes in as just right into war. That seems like the kind of trajectory they're going. And with episode 6, meaning there's 3 episodes Viserys would be alive, yeah, that adds up. That seems like a logical conclusion, I think. Which also means that there's a lot of shit that can go down. Like, there's a lot of shit that can go down, and Viserys will just not care. And because he's the king, you can't really overrule him publicly anyways. So, like, for example, all of Rhaenyra's children being bastards. And he can very easily and clearly see that. But then he pulls some story about a horse out of his ass to try and explain. That was pretty good. That was pretty funny. But he's like, he just does not care. Or rather, I shouldn't say he does not care. He cares too much about Rhaenyra, is what I should be saying. He cares too much about Rhaenyra that he's willing to overlook every single mistake and fault and error that she does and protect her at all costs just because she's his only child. His only, like, well, I shouldn't say only child, but his only, like, I don't even know how to describe it really, because like I think Emma Aaron, so his first wife in the first episode, I'm pretty sure he was only with her. Like, that was his wife. And he didn't even want to remarry, so honestly, he could honestly even kind of look at Rhaenyra as just, you know, his only true child. Whereas his children with Alicent are not really valid because he only sees Emma and his actual inner circle, like his original family, as his family, and this family is more so his political family, or at least that's the vibe I seem to get off of it. I would say. And then after that, I think we very shortly after that went and saw Vhagar. Wow, that dragon design is insane. Like, holy shit, that is not only the biggest goddamn dragon we've seen, like, the thing dwarfs the fucking little castle that they were at in Pentos there. The thing is massive, but the detail, when you get up real close on it, when it was about to roast Lena, dude, the thing looked like it actually had age. Like, you could see the hundreds and hundreds of years in his scales and folds, and like, you could tell the thing was damn near 2 centuries old, or however the fuck it's old. Like, that, like, just to put in perspective, that is one of the dragons from the original Conquest. Like, when Targaryens first came to Westeros. Which is, like, if I'm not mistaken, let's see, if I just look up Dance of Dragons, I'm sure. Yeah, okay. Maybe I over-exaggerated a bit, but the Dance of Dragons takes place between 129 and 131 AC, which is after Conquest. So think about that. Vhagar, born before the Conquest, becomes big-sized dragon. This could easily put... Well, actually, you know what? I could probably instantly place that, because if you think about it, let's just say, for example, the Dragon Rider was 20. The dragon would also be 20 because they are given a dragon egg at birth. That's how that shit works out. We've seen that in the show. So if you do 20 plus 129, because that's the start of the Dance of the Dragons, almost 150-year-old dragon. What the fuck? Like, it even had, like, moss and shit on it, by the looks of it. Like, it had, like, shit growing on it. It was so big and so old that it just... You couldn't even feel this shit growing on it because he's just so big. Honestly, that's... what would be a good example of that? That'd be similar to growing hair, I guess, for us. We don't see it. We don't feel the function of us growing hair. Or no, a better example, because it's not growing out of him. I'm so dumb. Is when we're, say, walking along and we brush into something, like, say, a tree. That's probably a good example. A tree. And you get some, like, leaf, debris, pines, whatever the fuck on you, just as a residue because you brushed against the tree, but you may not realize it initially. That's probably what happened to this fucking dragon. He was just flying, or like he just flew in the sea to catch a whale or some shit to eat. Like, he's that big, he probably fucking could. Maybe got some seaweed on him and some shit and wouldn't even feel it. Like, that's so, like, the attention to detail on that is insane. Like, that's fucking nuts. Absolutely fucking nuts. And then, oh wow, so much shit happened in this episode. And then you have, I think the core of this whole episode, I think, would be the Strong family. That's my impression, anyways. The whole thing centered around the Strongs and their peace in the whole game. And how that family immediately fucking splintered off. Like, good God. Laris is one evil bastard. He does not care at all. Now, I should be a little lax with calling it evil. I would just say he's a little too devoted. No, actually, I would go ahead and say evil. He gives me evil vibes. He gives me fucking straight up shifty vibes. No, actually, especially at the end there, yeah, he's giving me evil, shifty vibes. Like, this fucking guy, holy shit. So, he maneuvers himself by planting breadcrumbs, these little seeds, to Alicent about Rhaenyra. He slides himself into a supported position, an ally position of Alicent. He just waits and he listens. And he waits and he waits. And he has little dinners with her and he waits and he talks with her and he listens and he listens and he listens. And he finds out about the bastard situation and he supports Alicent, not just because he gains something out of it, but he believes that his father's in the wrong for supporting the shit. Harwin's in the wrong for doing this shit in the first place, which actually may or may not even be true. I can't tell with this guy. He is a Rubik's cube. Like, you have to really own in on this guy to try and figure out what the fuck he is on about. Because I'm not entirely sure what his angle is. This man is so driven by, I'm not even sure if it's power or greed or what his deal is. But he's so driven by something that he positioned himself so perfectly with the queen that when he finds the opportunity to rid her of a potential issue in the form of his own father and his own brother, he goes to the most extreme, thorough, may I also add, very thorough measures to ensure that neither of them live and neither of them cause any more issues. A, Rhaenyra loses a defender and the children's father. That is huge. That is fucking huge. B, Viserys loses the hand of the king and one of his closest friends. He loses that main piece that kept him from being fucked around by Alicent. For the most part, I'd say. Two big power players in the court immediately wiped off the board because Larys had such a clever laid plan. Like, holy shit. Going to the dungeons, finding the most reprehensible people who would be willing to do that kind of thing, is... that's clearly obvious. They probably do that shit all the time. Makes sense. But good on him. That's good. That's a smart move. But the extra mile to negotiate with them and actually sit them down and be like, I want to have conversation with you. I will give you something, your freedom and your life. But you do one or two small things for me. And the condition is losing their fucking tongues. And he found three, one, sure, that would make sense. Maybe there's a fucking maniac in there that's just like, you know what, I don't give a fuck. I'll lose my tongue. I get to be free now. I don't give a shit. But three. He found three bozos who were willing to lose their tongue and the ability to speak for the rest of their lives. And sent them to execute his own family. That is messed up. That is fucking wild. And I give this guy points for that, honestly. He is a sly one. He does not fuck around. And then at the end where he's like, yes, I've always seen children as a weakness. They're kind of pointless and I hate them. Let's just kill them all. Like, what the fuck? He just goes on and on and on with this little fucking speech of his, and he's like trapped in his own monologue while Allison's just standing there horrified and like, did you just admit to me that you killed your own family? And why are you doing this? And then she uses it to blackmail her? Dude. What is this man on? What is this man's game? What is he playing at? He got rid of 2 pests in her life, essentially. And then he says that he's going to expect something from her as a favor for doing that. You know, in the books, he becomes the master of whispers, and it just kind of happens, from what I understand, from my vague memory. This Laris here, he deserves the position. He deserves the fucking position. He is nasty. He is ruthless. Like, I don't even know what to say at this man's actions. Like, it's not even that, like, it's not even that bad in comparison to things on Game of Thrones and shit like that. Like, it's not even that extreme. But the way he executed it and his thorough manipulation of the situation to murder his own family, dude, this guy is shades of Littlefinger, Varys, and I don't even know what else, but I'm very much liking his position in the show. He seems rather interesting, and I feel like he's going to cause a lot of chaos and a lot of sneaky shit to happen behind the scenes. Going back a bit, we also have the other big part about the episode, which is the kind of dichotomy between the House Targaryen family from Alicent's bloodline and the bloodline from Rhaenyra's. And their kids not getting along. Initially, I thought they got along really well. Like, they actually ganged up to say fuck you to Aemond, basically, which was pretty funny. That was pretty entertaining. Especially for me, because, like, it spoke to me on a personal level. Just seeing that and being like, dude, this is the kind of shit that brothers would absolutely pull on each other. 110%. Like, this is the kind of shit that I could see pulling off my own brothers. Like, it reminds me of shit that I did do to my brothers when I was young. Like, it's very representative, and I love it. Like, that's really, really good acting on all of the kids' parts. Like, all of the younger actors' parts, absolutely fantastic. That being said, standout of that was probably Aegon, the future rival heir. Wow, what a fucking guy. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I stand by what I said earlier. He is the Game of Thrones Homelander. Like, I never thought I would see that in 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 this show. I expected it from fucking The Boys. Hell, it happened in the comics, so I wasn't surprised it happened in The Boys. In this, I was caught off guard. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm fucking shocked. Like, oh my god. Aegon's gonna be something though. Aegon's gonna be a real. He's gonna be a piece of work. I can already tell. The dude is a absolutely vicious fighter. He does not give a fuck. Even when he was getting beaten down by Jacaerys for a bit there, he just absolutely fucking wild and out there. He knows what he's doing to a certain extent, and then he like I don't even know what to say about Aegon. Like, he's so strange. His personality is weird too, because he's like, he's almost like accepted that he isn't king. He's not going to be king. And he's just kind of cool with it. He's just like, you know what? I don't give a fuck. That makes me the second son. And you know what the second sons get to do? They get to have fun. Like, Daemon goes and he flies off to fucking the free cities. He does his own shit. Corlys, he sailed around the world. He did all kinds of wild shit on his adventures. Like, you have all that. And then Aegon's just like, you know what? I'm like 18, whatever age he's supposed to be there. I'm just gonna have fun. I'm gonna beat ass and beat my meat. Holy shit! And then, oh my god, he honestly seems like he's just a 16-year-old with fucking pent up sexual aggression. Cause like, oh my god, dude. First off, the whole window scene, Christ. But then earlier too, when he was in the courtyard, he's just like, oh, I'm gonna creepily eye up the serving girls, and like, oh yes. It's like, yikes, hey, yikes. And then Allison just slaps the fucking shit out of him, and he's like, stop being a dickhead. You're gonna be king, whether you like it or not. Start acting like it, you little pussy. Oh my god. She doesn't even see her children as children, I almost feel. Or at least that feels that way with Aegon anyways. She almost sees him as just straight up a political piece. Where it's like, I don't care what you think or feel or what your desires are, you're going to be king. You are the heir. And I'm going to fight for that. And I do not give a shit what you say. You will be king. Despite your wishes. Shut the fuck up. It's like, oh my god, man. They do not. She's turned. Like, she has turned the switch. Like, last episode, she was like, you know what? I hate Rhaenyra. I'm really not happy with her. Boo. This episode, she's just petty as fuck. Like, god damn. Oh my god. At least she got a taste of her own medicine, though. At the end of the episode, she looked fucking horrified that that Larys had the Strongs killed. Absolutely fucking horrified. Which was kind of amusing after all the shit that she pulled in the episode. Holy Christ, man. Wild. Absolutely fucking wild. Alright. I think that's everything. I think that's everything that happened in the episode. Oh, right. Rhaenyra attempting to marry off the family to Alicent, like marrying off her son, her heir, to her second-born daughter. Which was actually a really good deal. That was actually a really nice try to compromise and save things. And then she just had to be fucking petty again and pointing out her milking titties. Like, it's like, Jesus Christ. Come on now, man. She was trying to extend an olive branch. She was trying to fix things. But, oh no, he's a bastard, so I'm not going to have that. Like, fucking hell, Alicent. I mean, I kind of see her point of view, but every episode that goes on, and the further she goes into pettiness and just straight up hatred, she's losing points as she goes along. She is becoming more and more and more of a villain and more dislikable as the fucking minutes go. Good Christ. But she tried. She did try. And as a result of that, if I'm not mistaken from the books, that's the other thing, is that the daughter of Alicent is really fucking creepy. Like, she seems overly obsessed with insects and detail. Like, she just seems like a really strange girl. Which would explain why they get married, why they marry her off to Aegon in the in the books. Like, literally, that's what happened. They make her his fucking sister wife, which is I'm very, very curious to see how Alicent condones that one and signs off on that shit. But at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if she straight up tried to gut Rhaenyra's children in front of her. Like, she's going further and further spiraling, and now that she just essentially sanctioned a hit on accident, she might be starting to be willing to do whatever it takes to get that throne for Aegon. But I think that's everything that we talked about. And everything that happened in the episode, because I kind of touched on everything at some point. I just kind of jumbled it around a bit. Let's see. I'm going to play the trailer for the next episode real quick here. Let's see. Let's see what there is to see.
What is this brief mortal life? If not the pursuit of legacy.
Oh, that's the funeral. Okay.
We play an ugly game.
If you are to be a strong queen, your subjects must fear you.
Fire is such strange power. Everything that House Targaryen possesses is owed to it.
Someone stole Vhagar.
There is a debt to be paid. This is the highest of treasons.
I promise you, in time, you and I together will prevail.
Now they see you as you are.
Okay, next episode's gonna pop off. Holy shit, dude. Okay, so a little bit about that, actually, because
what is happening?
That's what I thought was gonna happen in this episode. Aemond, oh boy, he's in for a rough time next episode. He is in for it. Oh man, oh boy, this is interesting because yeah, I guess they had to set up the kids being at war with each other in this episode because in the next episode they are going to actually fight each other, if I'm not mistaken, or should. I think it seems to be going that way, which also sounds concerning because the showrunners had said that there's going to be a scene where children fight each other. like brutally fight each other, and it's kind of disturbing to watch, or so they said. So that worries me for next episode. But that being said, we will see y'all in the next one, and yeah, fingers crossed that shit doesn't go too wild here. No, of course it's gonna go wild, but let's face it, everyone's gonna fucking start dropping like flies soon. But as I said, thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Adios. Thank you.